Alright guys, welcome to today's video. This is a unique situation in that we are actually still awake from the night before. But we cut the video into two parts, so this is a new day. It's 5 something in the morning. 5:30 in the morning, and we need to be in Seattle, but instead we're in Walla Walla. So we missed out on our Airbnb. I think we drive today at like 2 or 3 p.m. and we have a 4.5 hour drive to get to Seattle. So it's gonna be a long day, but what we did yesterday, is we swapped the motor. We took the motor out of an IS300 and swapped the head to the IS300 block, swapped the oil pan, dressed it all up and put it back in. It took us way longer than I thought it would, but either way, we are to the final stages where we're ready to start it. And I wanted to show you guys the first startup of this engine after having worked all night to put it together. And yeah, so let's see what happens. It doesn't squeak anymore. Maybe something's wrong with the other engine. Oh, it's always a good feeling when you put in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work with no sleep, and then things work. So that's really good. Check for oil leaks, water leaks, fuel leaks, any kind of leaks. The problem is there's a bunch of oil under there from having worked on it already for quite a while. Sounds healthy though. What? Oh yes, I'm excited about this. Very excited. I want to go drive it. Drifting, more stuff. We've spent too much time working on it. So the plan is we're gonna keep the boost at a low level. I'm gonna check the tune a little bit more. Probably have Oscar help me out with that. Make sure it's 100% before I go on track again. I don't want to have to deal with these problems or any problems at all in the rest of the trip. So I'm going to be super cautious with it. But this was a motor out of the IS300. It had 144,000 miles. So not excessive, but also it's not a fresh motor. So I'm hopeful for that situation. So we're going to clean up all the tools. Damien and Luke took a nap, so we're gonna let them sleep a little bit longer. I probably just woke them up revving the car up, but we're gonna let them sleep a little bit longer, clean up the tools, get the car ready, and we're gonna hit the road to Seattle. Believe it. It was almost worth all the work we did in not sleeping. But it runs! Yes! plugged in the software. Actually, no, it's not intermittent, it's constant. I plugged in the AEM software and I started turning off ignition coils. And it seems like it's cylinder 6 that's misfiring. When I shut off the coil, it doesn't make a difference. When I shut off the injector to cylinder 6, it makes a small difference. So, I don't know exactly what's going on. We might have a bad ignition coil, I hope. I don't see any smoke coming out of the exhaust. I don't see anything weird like that. There's no smoke coming in front of the hood. I don't think there's anything wrong with the engine. It's just very concerning to put in a new motor and then halfway through the trip have a misfire going on. So we're about 10 minutes from the track. So once we get there, I'm gonna start poking around and see if I can figure out what's going on. So on the drive here, the car started misfiring. And it was a really slight misfire. So the nice thing about AEM is I can plug in my laptop, well, any standalone. I can plug in my laptop and start shutting off cylinders to diagnose the misfire, just like if you were to unplug coils and listen for the difference. And so Damien's driving up the hill. We got a solid brrr, dead cylinder. I start shutting off coils, gets to number 6, and it didn't make a difference. So I'm like, okay, it must be cylinder number 6 that's having a misfire. First thing I think is, oh, do we have another blown motor? But usually when you blow a motor and you have low compression on a cylinder, if it's the bottom end, you have smoke associated with it. You've got either bad rings or a hole in the piston or something that causes excess smoke to come out of the tailpipe. We had no smoke. It's gotta be a bad coil. Gotta be a bad coil, because if you look, we have black coil, black coil, black coil, black coil, black coil, red coil. This was on cylinder 6 before we started messing around with it. So I knew that was on cylinder 6. I thought, okay, this is a used coil. I've got some good coils in the truck. Let's just get to the track and put a coil in it. So we get here, Oscar comes over and we're kind of like messing with it. And we switched the coils, it didn't make a difference. So then I'm like, well crap, maybe it's not a bad coil. So then I pull the spark plug out, spark plug looks fine. I'm explaining it to Oscar and he's like, that kind of sounds like low compression. And I'm like, no, we can't have low compression on this motor that we just literally put in here that was running fine. We haven't boosted it. Like Damien drove the whole way here, we weren't boosting, just freeway driving. Haven't even done a rip. I wanted to do a rip, but we didn't do a rip, just driving it. So I'm like kind of down right now because I don't know what's going on. I'm still in the process of diag. I'll figure it out in a minute. I just wanted to update with what's going on. Also, to add insult to injury, it looks like we forgot to put the crank spacer washer on it, which I've never done that before. I've done these 100 times. I've never left that thing out. And of course, I got 2 of them at Villains. I left them at Nate's shop. And I've got 10 of them at home, but nothing here. It's not a spare part that I carry with me. Trenton's calling around. He knows people up here. I'm gonna try and find one of those, which means I gotta take the timing belt back apart. And then I might as well put a timing belt on if I do that. So it looks like it's another day of work after not sleeping. I got, what did I get, Damien? An hour, if that, of like, what'd you call it? College try? I gave it a college try, sleeping in an NRG
contortionist.
Yeah, it didn't work. So I'm super tired, super bummed. I don't really want to do anything, but I need to find food and I need to find a bed. But I gotta try and fix this. I gotta try and fix this. I can't be defeated on this trip. It's not going well for me, but it's just a bounce back. I just gotta bounce back. That's all. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the timing belt actually sliced through the front cover because it's walking so far off of the pulleys. I can't believe we didn't smell it or hear it or anything. The car was just doing so good. It's so smooth. I was on like cloud 9. Like everything was good. No way, nothing's good. More problems. Screw you guys. Good luck. Bad luck. Oh, you're tired, huh? Stay up late? Didn't get enough beauty sleep? In your small bed? Was it because I wasn't there to cuddle with you? Nice. This is where Rudy brushes his teeth.
What up, guys? So we made it up here to this beautiful track that is called Evergreen Speedway. So we are about to run to a homie's house, right?
Yep.
And pick up the crank
timing belt spacer. I don't even know what it's called. The spacer that holds the timing belt on.
Yeah, whatever it is, we left it at Villains because
I'm an
we
idiot.
left a lot of things there. Dignity, pride, sleep, all these things. So we're gonna run over there, grab the part. Luckily, a homie came in clutch and had it. It's about a 35-minute gig there. Then on the way back, we're gonna stop at an auto parts store. We're gonna get a spark plug.
That misfire we had, I was super worried about the engine being bad. It was just a spark plug. I'm so happy about that.
Diagnosed it, you pulled coils,
yep.
The coils didn't do anything, so finally pulled the plug, put the plug from 6 in cylinder 1, and now we have a misfire in cylinder 1, so.
Easy.
Yep.
We'll just
yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, boy! 10 spark plugs. He's like, how many you need? I was like, how many you got? And I could tell right away, Dad was like, why are you asking me how many I got? He's like, we got 10. I was like, I'll take them all. He's like, I knew you were gonna say that. 10 spark plugs. You got spares. We'll change all 6. We're good to go, dude. Good to go. You can never have too many NGK 4644 BKR7Es. Yee!
Evergreen, here we come.
Here we come. It's time to drive. So that crank collar spacer, I don't know what it's called, a washer, a timing belt washer, crank spacer, whatever it's called. Jeff Woodruff. He's actually close to the track here. Luckily, his name popped in my head. I'm like, he's got one for sure. He's always building, parting out, Jay-Z's, like he's the guy up here. So I hit him up, he's like, yeah dude, I'm 30 minutes from the track, come get it. Yes, perfect. So we start getting in the truck to head that way, and he's like, hey, have you left yet? I'm like, no, we haven't left, we're about to leave right now. He's like, just stay there, my buddy's coming up to the track, I'm gonna send it with him. So like, things are working out. Like, it's about time something swings in our direction, right?
Yeah! We were gonna get so stuck up in traffic.
Oh, dude.
It feels like it's 10 in the morning right now.
Don't say that.
And it's almost 4 p.m.
Don't say that.
It is like, we have been going at it, but this is the break that we've been looking for. I mean, the car ran awesome on the way up here until like 20 minutes before we get to Evergreen, and we pull off to look at David Curtis had I think his axle fell out, and so I pulled off. You were sleeping.
Oh. Did he need help or what?
No, he had it sorted right when we got there, but that was when I turned it back on, and then you heard the misfire. So.
Oh man, like, yeah, it's about time. I thought for sure when I heard that misfire, I'm like, the motor's bad. Like, it's just gotta be, that's my luck. But just a spark plug, BKR7E. So this is what happened. The timing belt walked forward because this little guy was missing. So Jeff Woodruff sent one down for us because I left the other one at Villains. Stupid.
The other two.
Idiot. Yeah, I had 2 of them, and I left both of them there. So Jeff brought us one down, so I literally took all this back apart to put that on. We pounded the timing belt back on. This goes back on, this goes back on, and then the car runs. So,
did we do the spark plug?
Stupid mistake. No, I'll do that. I'll know right away when I start it and this is misfiring still.
Yes.
I just want to drive on track.
Yes.
I just want to drive.
All right. Fast forward from right now to in car.
Is that the look of disapproval? We got the timing belt problem fixed, and you're gonna run out of gas when you do this. Takes a little bit longer now to warm the belt up. We got that fixed. We got the new spark plug, but I don't even think it was a spark plug. It seems like it was maybe a coil, injector connector at the injector. So I wiggled it, it's working now. I'm gonna go drive before I have to take the whole wiring harness apart. I wanna get at least 1 or 2 laps in today. and did a couple laps, and they weren't great laps, and the car was a little bit down on power. Then it started smoking, and I got a few laps with Trenton in tandem. It was all right. It's literally the only person I've driven with on this whole trip is Trenton, and that's now 4 laps in tandem. And I don't know what to say. The engine blew up. The engine blew up. We spent 24 hours swapping the engine, no sleep. I still haven't slept. I got 2 laps and it blew up. And I don't really know what to tell you guys what happened yet, because I don't really know. And to be honest, I don't care at this point, because I'm giving up on this car for now, because I can't deal with this anymore. It's too much to deal with right now. So I'm looking for another alternative solution. I've got a car at home. I've been talking to a few people to try and find another car. I'm not giving up on the trip. I'm just giving up on this car because this is a car that I want to be done right, and I don't want to keep scabbing it together and wasting time. So I'm gonna take it home, do it right, and then have it done right. And I'm not gonna do that on the trip. So it's time to call it quits for this thing and find another solution. So I don't know exactly what we're doing tonight or how we're getting the car back. We might be able to put it with Rudy's trailer. Trenton also crashed his car, because I was gonna originally put my car on his trailer to get it home, because we knew it was starting to get weak. But then he crashed his car, so now he needs the trailer. So my car is definitely not drivable. It's got low compression, it's blowing oil out of the crankcase. It's really bad. So hopefully Rudy has space. I don't know what we're doing yet, but this is the update. It's that we just major problems, and I'm just gutted. Like, I'm so over this, like emotionally. Like, I need sleep, I need something to work out, and it's not working out. So super disappointed. I really want to drive now, because I've been kind of like, oh, I don't need to drive that much, but I really need to drive and have some fun and just like enjoy it. I've spent too much money now, too much time away from work, too much time away from my family to not get something in return other than just disappointment and work. So that's where we're at. So we're going to Tyler's car. I've never driven it, and he offered to let me drive it.
Hey, I can't sit here and watch Brandon not drive.
It's a SR20 F13, the best. There's no way it's not going to be a good car. They're all good cars.
Another nice thing is it's already kind of a missile, so it's not like you got to worry about ripping body kits off or any stuff like that. Shameless plug for any of my info on the side. Shameless plug.
Go check out his channel. Oh, it is caged. Half cage?
Half cage? And as a warning, this car is great and all, but it's not to the same quality that, you know, you're used to. So it's not the best thing in the world.
Does it have angle?
It's got plenty of stock angle. Okay, I seem to throw it pretty deep.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Alright, hopefully you can hear. I'm letting Brandon Wicknick drive my car. I need to see him drive. I need a happy Brandon. And he's not going to get to drive until the next track, basically. So, he's driving my car. Because I like to share.
I did that. Remember that happened to me a bunch of clutch kickers? That happened to me like 3 times at clutch kickers. Remember when I had to straighten and get off track?
What happened?
It just goes in a second, doesn't do it. You have to shift it slower.
But it's in a gear. Like
I know. The transit's broken.
I was like, what do I do? Like, you know what I mean? I like, it didn't feel like a mischief.
You have to shift it slower.
Okay. From third to second?
Yeah.
Alright guys, it's been a long day. We're finally getting to sit down and eat some food and just decompress from the day. A lot happened. The car is on the trailer. We're going back to White Plate SV Performance. We're going to leave the car there till the end of the trip. And I don't think I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on yet, but I've got a backup plan. So we'll continue that one tomorrow. Thanks for watching guys. Please share the video, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We appreciate you guys watching. See you tomorrow.